4Sides TV with me, Isma. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman recently addressed the impact of the US planned tariffs on India, highlighting the government is actively engaging with the Trump administration to safeguard Indian exports. Sitharaman mentioned that India's response would depend on the outcomes of the ongoing discussions, which are being led by Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump has reiterated his intention to impose reciprocal tariffs starting April 2nd against countries that levy high taxes on US goods. This move, part of the Trump administration's broader trade strategy, aims to address unfair trade practices and trade imbalances, but its potential impact on India remains a concern. Here's a special report from 4Sides TV. The US proposed tariffs have raised concerns among Indian officials as they could adversely affect India's exports. Sitharaman indicated that the Indian government is closely monitoring the situation and is engaged in discussions with US officials, including the United States Trade Representative Piyush Goyal, who has already visited the US to negotiate on India's behalf, is playing a key role in these talks. India's response will largely depend on how well these negotiations go and whether India's interests can be adequately protected. Trump's tariffs are designed to address what he views as unfair trade practices, including non-monetary barriers, subsidies, and VAT systems that the other countries impose on US products. The aim is to incentivize foreign nations to either reduce or eliminate these tariffs or encourage them to establish manufacturing operations in the US, contributing to its economic growth. However, these tariffs have caused significant uncertainty, especially in financial markets, which were roiled when the US imposed tariff on Canada and Mexico. While Trump has rolled back some of these tariffs following market volatility, the pressure remains and the situation is being carefully monitored by Indian officials. Meanwhile, the US trade deficit surged to a new record in January, highlighting the growing trade imbalance. Analysts suggest that businesses are preemptively adjusting to impending tariffs, which may have contributed to the rise in the deficit. Despite this, Indian officials remain hopeful that a resolution can be reached, allowing India to avoid these tariffs and possibly secure a more favorable trade deal in the future. India's engagement with the US over the proposed tariffs is a critical moment in the trade relations with the US as it seeks to protect its exports and ensure its interests are well represented. While the outcome of the negotiations remain uncertain, India's response will be shaped by how successfully Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal and his team can secure a favorable deal. On a broader scale, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar emphasized that the US foreign policy shift under President Trump aligns with India's interest in many ways, particularly in promoting a multipolar world order. As India navigates this complex issue, the focus will be on ensuring economic stability and strengthening international financial systems in collaboration with the US. The coming months will determine whether India can avoid the full impact of Trump's tariff and pave the way for a more balanced trade relationship with the US. That's all for today. Thanks for watching 4Sides TV with me, Isma.